Got that scoreboard up to date. Let's go into map number 4. Down here in the bottom right. A little bit worse for wear after that last game. In the red, it's LiquidTLO. Up here in the top left-hand side of the map. In the blue, it's AlphaStar, representing artificial intelligence, AI, and the imminent death of society and humanity as we know it. Got a little bit too used to being top monkey on the food chain, did ya? Get ready to say goodbye, friends, because the robots are coming. First, they took out jobs at the cash registers at the supermarket. Now it makes you bloody scan your own groceries. Well, next up, you're gonna have to do something special to get even MMR on the StarCraft ladder, because AlphaStar is here and it's ready to murder. For those of you who don't know, Dario, aka TLO, is actually a Zerg player. This is not the final form of AlphaStar. This is us looking at the birth of AI in StarCraft 2. The birth of self-learning AI. It's an early iteration. It only plays Protoss versus Protoss on this one map. It's not that clever yet. It's not that smart. This is the toddler. And they've decided to give the toddler not the hardest match straight out of its batch. We've taken TLO, a pro gamer who's very skilled, but is playing his off race, which he almost never plays, and is not well versed in this matchup. So this here is us throwing the baby robot killer who's going to end our future, baby Terminator up here in the top left, in with a handicapped pro gamer. It's a small child versus an adult, but the adult put on boxing gloves before stepping in the ring. I'm pretty sure before this, Dario was like, I don't want to hurt the thing. Look at it. It's so cute. It doesn't even know how to double up its workers on mineral patches. Look at this. It's only got one guy working in this mineral patch, but there's 3 on that. Oh, it's so dumb and cute. It's so dumb and cute. But I'm pretty sure after 3 games of getting savagely mauled by the small child, TLO has a murderous thought process going on, and all he's thinking about is how to kill this goddamn robot, because it is a monster, and he wants to take it down. Thank you very much, Something Witty, with the Twitch Prime sub. Appreciate the support. Puts down a pylon in his base. Ooh, okay, Dario is trying to mess up its AI. He's trying to mess up its AI. Now this is let's see how it reacts. So it's gonna shade after that probe, shuts it down. Does it stop to kill the pylon, or does it ignore it? It cancels it. Now the adepts were chilling. They weren't going to kill it. That's interesting. Does check for the cannon rush though. It's then, oh no, it was hiding the probe before expanding to a nexus. Yeah, okay. All right, we've just done a check there. TLO just did a stress test. He said, there's pylon in your base. Watch out, buddy. Baby robot said, I give the grand total of 0 fucks, and I don't care. Completely ignored that pylon. Dario not getting a rise out of it at all. Not able to trick the robot. He's gonna have to wall off here. Good block. Ooh, pull the probe away. Good job. And AlphaStar lets the shade finish like a nub. You're not meant to let that shade finish, guys. Good micro here. This time it's a very clean start for TLO and a much faster expand. I'm really liking TLO's play here. This is really nice. Now his tech is a little late with that Robo just starting. Robo starts on the other side of the map at the same time. Was that Robo spotted? No, it was not. So AlphaStar here is like, you know what? I'm going to get a 3rd gateway and a Robo, but its Nexus is way faster this time. So that's fascinating. Its probe count still 34 probes on one base, but with the faster Nexus, I don't mind it. Like in this scenario, I'm totally okay with you probing that hard if you think you can get away with it. No shield battery in the mineral line though. Every other game it's got a shield battery in the mineral line. Did it actually scout the opponent's base this time? Not until those shades got there. Yeah, AlphaStar still not scouting all that much. It still seems to just have an idea of how it wants to play. It doesn't want to react too much. It's up 7 bloody probes right now with almost no units on the defense. It's been very greedy this game. There seems to be a certain amount of randomization, right? It doesn't play the same way every game. And this stops it being abusable in some ways, right? If TLO went to do a push with like, you know, an earlier Immortal or something, like what are you going to do as AlphaStar? I guess you've got more gateways for production. There's a Twilight now coming down. Twilight for Dario on his side of the map as well. Dario this time, yeah, warping in more sentries, more stalkers. He did build a shield battery at the front, interestingly enough. And very fascinated to see how this one starts to come together. As it just seems like AlphaStar is getting ahead in the economy every game, and it drops an early third with no information whatsoever. It starts sending out an observer and a stalker to scout. What the hell? It's just randomizing its strategies. It's a monster, man. Oh, is it a different AI each match? Oh, each game was a different agent. Oh, okay. I thought it was the same agent. Okay, thank God. I was like, that doesn't make sense. Why would it play differently every game? Thank you, Twitch chat. Okay, I thought it was just a different agent against Mana and a different one against TLO. Apparently, every game is a different agent, so it's a different version of the AI. That's why the strategies are a bit different. Okay, so they picked 5 different variants to kind of show off different ways that it would play. Okay. So this here is the super eco variant. This is like the Liquid Ret inspired, like I'm gonna make 1 billion probes, and it's gonna go Dark Templar and Blink. So the previous ones never made Blink. Yeah, like there's the one that went Carriers. This one's playing Blink and DTs. It's interesting. So yeah, they kind of set them all, I guess, with different preferences of learning or different approaches. I'm not sure exactly on the specifics, but they're definitely all very different. Fascinating. My man, these High Templar here. Archon is going to try and morph there, but you got to focus down. It's going to just focus down the shield. It keeps changing targets. Oh, it's decided it can get the Archon. It does take it down, but over here on the other side, TLO going to jump into that third base. Stalker's here, making good use of some focus fire. Oh man, DT tech is going to be perfect. The DT Shrine is finishing in that main base. These Stalkers starting to get damage done. TLO snipes the third. He recalls. And, ooh, he's going to try and trap these. Does get, oh, he's going to trap 5 Stalkers here. Got 1 kill before, another 3 on top of that. I believe that was 5 Stalkers in total. Definitely at least 4. But, oh no, Dario's not watching. Dario. Okay. Does pull back at the last moment. He's trying to lure it back. TLO's like, hey, come get my prism, come get my prism, come get my prism. He's being a little bit too greedy, though. There is Blink there. And here we go. Do we have charge? Yep, charge is done. Have we got only 6 gateways? Oh, so many games I feel like Dario could have won with just a tight charge lot Immortal Archon timing. But each time when he pushes across the map, it's always with like 2 or 3 Zealots. It's never with a proper army. His army is still better than the Stalkers, I do believe. But he needs more Archons and Zealots. I like the way he's using the grass here. The Observers aren't in position, but oh my gosh. 2 DTs just ran in. DTs in TLO's mineral line. Oh no! They ran down the left-hand side of the map. They've managed to make their way through. I don't think TLO has an Observer out. He doesn't. Oh no, he's just building it now. Oh my god, it's definitely... This one definitely went to Florencio's science school. Oh, dirty, dirty AI. So it just killed 17 workers in total with the Stalker run by and now this DT run by. And it's like, hey, here's my Blink Stalkers. Oh my god, some interesting micro here. It's not perfect, but it is pretty good. Okay, of course it does have APM limitations, remember guys. It is going to try to be on an even footing because of that, but still lots of Stalkers are out. It's got charge and a ton more gateways finishing up. It's got 3 mineral lines. It rebuilt that third instantly. It's at 64 probes versus just 40 probes of Dario. Dario's force looking a little bit worse for wear here. He's finally starting +1. His own third is finished, but he doesn't have any workers for it. And this is really tough as more DTs. Once again, the DTs often queued around the left-hand side of the map. Notice how there's an observer on the left as well. And these DTs are queued to come in from the opposite side. I like it. AlphaStar distracting on the right-hand side with the Stalkers. And oh, it takes out the Prism. Is it going to blink out? You got to get out of there. Blink, 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 blink. There we go. Blink is off cooldown. And it starts to engage on that right-hand side. It's luring TLO further and further away. DTs come in. More than a match for just a single photon cannon. It goes down. Detection is evaporated. The Observer's going to have to go to that left-hand side. Dario trying to mix it up, but the Stalker's still distracting. He panics and pulls the Observers back to his army. He needs to get that Observer over there. Look at this. 2-pronged aggression from AlphaStar. DT on the left-hand side comes back in, starts sniping the probes. Dario splits an Observer off, does take it down, but at the same time, the blink forward. AlphaStar just pouncing on one section of the army and taking that fight. I mean, these are not super efficient fights, but when you have this much more army, I'm not sure if it matters. Dario fighting as well as he can. Zealots and Archons, the more efficient unit in a head-to-head battle. But AlphaStar using this blink micro as hard as it can, focuses down the Archon. It just sees the numbers. It says, no, if I force this fight, at some point the numbers will turn so far in my favor, and that's where I get the efficiency. Forces the engagement, blinks forward, and smashes it. That's a 4-0 lead. Holy shizballs. Shizzle fizz with a little bit of rizzle tiz. I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. But these games are insane, dude. It's smashing TLO. It is his off race. I'm going to keep saying that. So we need to remember. That is why it is kicking so much ass in these games.